Hello and welcome to this short video. On today's video I'm going to talk about the drain plug on the radiator of my 2011 Nissan Xterra. Normally I pull off the lower radiator hose to drain it, and I do that about every 2 years, and I refill it with genuine Nissan radiator fluid. Well, this time I decided to take the drain plug out and reinsert it. Now I looked up the torque setting. It's about 7 to 14 pound-feet of torque you're supposed to torque this on with. And so what I did was I put it on there and snugged it up barely, and it ended up cracking the plug. And when I took my truck out for a drive and got home, I'd lost about half a gallon of radiator fluid. So then I went searching to find out if Nissan made a drain plug replacement, and I had a really hard time finding the replacement on the website, but here it is. It's part number 21440-50Y00, and you can get those at your local Nissan dealer. And also Dorman makes one. It's part number 61137. Now I've looked at the Dorman one, and I think it's a better product, and that's what I'm going to use on my truck. And the reason I say that is because if you look where the screwdriver goes in, there's almost no surface area between it and where the threaded piece goes on, so it snaps off quite easily. In this case, I think it was either defective from the factory or it had a bad plasticizer. It must have dried out because, again, I probably put no more than 10 pound-feet of torque on it, and I didn't even realize it had cracked until I was losing fluid. But the main reason I wanted to talk about it on the video is because you can get replacements. I had a really hard time finding this Nissan part number, and also Mazda on some of their models uses the same part. So on Mazda it's NF01-15-203, and then the Nissan part number I mentioned earlier. And there's also another Mazda part I found that may work, that looks like it's a better concept. It doesn't have this hollow area cut into it. It actually takes a small driver to drive it on. So it's Mazda WL21-15-203. What I've done is I've gone ahead and ordered one of the Mazda ones, because this is a 10 millimeter by 1.25 pitch thread, and I'm going to see if the Mazda one matches. So when I get it in, I'll put a comment, or I'll put it in the description somewhere that whether it matches or not, so we'll know if this is even a viable alternative. But in the meantime, I'm going to put in the Dorman brand one because I think it's a little sturdier. I looked at the way it's constructed here with the way it's molded, and it looks like it has a little more area to keep from splitting apart. So I'm going to install this one, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching.